Hello humans, this is Chandler. Welcome to the channel. This is what my obsession looks like. Today, this is very typical of anyone that's on YouTube, I will say that, but today our goal is to give you a partial garage tour. As anyone knows, when you're trying to manage a decent amount of cars, half of them are never there. But today we're going to give you a tour of the Lamborghini Urus, the McLaren 720S with our titanium exhaust, the 600 LT, the 488 Spider, the Ferrari SF90 that's tailor-made, the custom paint match 992 GT3, and then the GT4 RS. And then on top of that, we're going to do a review or a little tour of two Raptors, one that we built and then one that we purchased already built. And be able to showcase those. One's at the stock 700 and something horsepower, and the other one's at 1,000 horsepower with the Whipple upgrade. So it should be fun. Stay tuned. There's no Urus, dude. No. Did it fall? Yeah. Oh, dude. Let's see. Wait. No, this is moved from yesterday. So we bought this Urus. I think it's a 2019. I'm not sure. Can't remember. It's got this cool green wrap. You either love it or hate it. I think it's kind of cool because, you know, for a mom car, it's kind of fun to have a different color. I've drove this once or twice. It's pretty sweet. It's got a gnarly exhaust. I do love that it has back seats. So let's take it for a little spin, and I can show you some of the things I love and hate about it.
Dude, this thing is loud.
So I would say the thing I love about the Lamborghini Urus, obviously you get some of the things from Lamborghini. You get really good sound. They drive really well. They're a very sporty drive, very different than like the G-Wagon. Feel, you know, they don't really feel big for the car. It's actually a pretty small driving car. Some of the negatives are you're in a Lamborghini, and so you get the attention of a Lamborghini, which is not always a win. I love that they're all-wheel drive, plenty of power. That's a huge one. And then obviously if it snows and stuff, you still have a fun car, but you can go and drive in the snow as long as you got the right tires on it. It's just a cool car. So we're gonna do a launch here, but I'm gonna pull out so this guy can get in. So here we go. That pulls pretty hard.
Dude, for the size of this car, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, for how heavy it is, it pulls hard. If you're brand focused, of course you're gonna want the Lamborghini Urus for your SUV. If you're dollar bang for buck, obviously I would just say, what is it, the RSQ7?
RSQ8.
RSQ8. It's
same
like
exact car.
Same exact car, you know, with a $2,000 tune, you've got the same power. You can still get ceramic brakes. The Audi user interface is awesome. I would say very similar to the interface in this. I know they're sometimes the same, but like my Aventador and my R8, even though they were 1 year difference, the tech was substantially different and much older in the Aventador SV than it was in my 2018 R8. And so those are kind of some of the things that I look at is like, this is an awesome car. But if you're paying $400,000 for $100,000, you can almost buy one that's, you know, 80 or 90% of the same car. And another positive is when you think about the the RSQ8, it's like it doesn't get the same attention, which is sometimes, I would say, nice. Like a lot of people that I would say own a Lamborghini will want to own a Lamborghini versus if you're, you know, just buying a car because of what you're hoping to get out of it. That's usually a very different thing. Let's just hope we don't. Yep, okay. Lamborghini Urus, awesome car. I can understand why people own it. So as you guys know, we've already done a video on the 720. If you haven't seen it already, please go check it out. So the next one we're going to be doing a little review and tour of is the McLaren 720S. This is a 2018 Performance, I think. Or launch, I can't remember. This is a 2018 McLaren 720S. There you go. We put it with the standard color on, it's Papaya Spark, and then we put this lavenderish wrap on it. We did our custom Carson Racing wheels, and then we did stainless steel downpipes with a titanium valved exhaust, and she rips. And then check out, that's my $400 roof scoop. So When you can't afford the MSL roof scoop, don't worry, $400 gets you basically the same thing. It just doesn't actually go into the engine, and who cares? 3M. It's actually pretty solid. People made a joke. Oh, that won't hold up on the track. Joke's on you. It actually did hold up on the track. It's still there. Jeez.
She beeping.
She beeping. So there's things you love and hate about McLarens. Well, at least me. Obviously, they make them look crazy exotic when you look at the 720S. The price point for the car, you get so much car, so much performance, so much speed. It's also interesting. You would think like having some miles on them, they would have an issue, but so far I've not had any issues. Watched plenty of other people have issues. You have to get kind of used to things not working perfectly in them. If your front end lift sometimes doesn't work, then it just sometimes doesn't work. If your suspension tells you it's failing, maybe it is for that moment. But they put up fights against cars that have much more horsepower than them. They're just fast and nimble, and I just really enjoy this car value for what you get out of it. But they are temperamental. They're never going to do exactly what you want them to do. At least that's been my personal experience out of maybe the 7 or 8 McLarens I've owned in the last 2 years. So then we could go on to just a quick little launch. This road's a little bumpy, but I think the valves are open. I can't really no, valves are open, so.
Oh, dude, this car is stupid.
Yeah, it's super fast.
I mean, that is some speed, man. Dude, reversing in, getting a little fancy.
All right, so next we have the 600 LT Spider, I guess. What can I tell you about this car? It feels like a go-kart. It's literally like a mini 720S. Technically, you can feel it has a little less power than the 720S, but the sounds, especially in the Spider, just with the exhaust being top mounted instead of rear bumper mounted, is incredible. And I also love that the Spider still has the doors that go up. That's something that they've done really good on this car, is they still have the wing doors, which is cool. Look at the inside. This has a really simple interior. It's all black with just blue deviated stitching throughout the vehicle. But I absolutely love this, and I'm a huge advocate for when car manufacturers create cars with a hardtop convertible instead of a soft top. That's one of the things that I've wondered with the Lamborghini Huracan, the Audi R8, why they decided to do it with a soft top instead of just a hardtop mechanism. And that will actually take us to our next car, which is the 488 Spider. I think this is a 2018. Again, I love that this car has the hardtop convertible. It's really everything you would get in a coupe, but you have the option if you ever want to drive it in the convertible, which gives you sunlight, gives you some wind. You can feel different temperatures from outside, which is nice. And then of course the engine sounds, and I think the overall driving experience sometimes can be enhanced. So definitely love this car, especially for the money. Okay, next we're going to do the Ferrari SF90. I bought this car. I had a 992 GT3 RS in Python green, on some really cool bronze Brixton forged wheels. Loved that car. And a gentleman was interested in it, so we traded that for this Ferrari SF90. I love this car, the fact that it comes stock with 1,000 horsepower. I enjoy the hybrid. A lot of people hate the hybrid. I personally have loved the car. I've dailied it now for 7 or 8 months. 7 months and love it. This has our 2-piece Carson racing wheel on it with the carbon like on the barrel, which I love. They did some satin carbon fiber, then some gloss carbon fiber pieces. And then if you look inside, you're able to see that like the paddle shifters had the red inlay on the outside. On the inside here, there's the red lined inlay. Every piece really is carbon. Basically everything's carbon. Yeah, it's sweet and it's fast and it's not too loud. I love it. So let's go for a little spin, see what you guys think about it. So it's in hybrid mode right now, which means it's now kicking it to electric. So if I wanted to force it to stay in electric, I can just click this ED, and then this car will just remain in electric drive, and I have 7 miles of range, which is obviously not great, but it's this quiet. So if I pin it, it's not crazy fast because it just has the horsepower or the power from the electric batteries. And then if I wanted to take it out and rip it a little bit, I just can go to the steering wheel, I click this little button here, and it's just in combustion. So we're just gonna go do a little launch. I'm just gonna leave it in auto, but this is one of those cars where you actually need 0 brain cells to do a 0 to 100 pull. And so we're just gonna launch it, you hold it down, you pin it. And there you go. So it's just fast. And I lost my phone, cool. But I love the car, fast. We got a little bit of slip in first gear there, but she found traction pretty quick. You look at the seats in this car and you're like, oh, those have to be so uncomfortable. But comparing to other carbon buckets that I've been in, these are awesome. I've never had an issue. We'll knock on wood. But people seem to complain about having issues with cars, and then they put them in a garage and wonder why something that's supposed to be driven and is never driven is no longer functionable. Yet it's a mechanical vehicle. So drive your cars or just don't own them. Now we're doing the 992 GT3 in an automatic. PDK, whatever you want to call it. This car has been fully paint matched. The GT3 normally comes with a lot of black plastic, and all of those pieces up here, the swan neck or whatever you want to call it, the rear diffuser, let's see, part of the mirrors, these caps, the side skirts, the whole front bumper, the inlets here, and then also the headlights have all been paint matched, guards red, and it is sick. But you have to like it, and I understand why some of you may not like it. Please, in the comments below, tell me how much you hate this car. These also have our Carson Racing forged wheels on them. All right, let's go for a ride. This is a very red car. Very hot. Obviously, I love the transmission in this car. It's just always a delight. The sounds, it's nimble as all get out. The difference between the interior of this and a 3RS is really, I'm trying to think, I think it's literally one thing, and it's that this door handle turns into a pull, like a fabric pull handle for weight reduction.
Mm-hmm. That's what they say.
Okay, sure. And I will also say this, Porsche service, Porsche Salt Lake is awesome. They have done just an incredible job for me. I take my cars really for the majority of service to a few places. So Porsche of Salt Lake when I need warranty work and some other work done, Lamborghini of Salt Lake, and I will take any make or model there. It doesn't matter if it's a Raptor or if it's a Porsche or a Ferrari or a Lamborghini or what else? Rolls Royce. Never taken a Bentley there because I've never owned one, but they do an incredible job. And then there's a local shop, Car Guys Service. His name's Jason, and they again do a phenomenal job, and he always takes great care of me. Is that the one you were talking about? Is that the guy that's always loud in this thing?
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
He goes there.
Oh. Mama, that's hot.
All right. So now we are here with whatever gray this is from Porsche. You know, I believe it's Arctic gray. That was told to me from a trusted source. But it's also pure speculation, it sounds like. This is what I was talking about on the GT cars, is they come with the fabric door handle because that extra 10 grams of weight is the difference between you making it to the grocery store on time. All right, guys, let's go check out some custom Raptors. So the first one that we will be introducing. The first one we will introduce is my 2024 Raptor R. Hey, some would say that it's way too much avalanche gray, and to you, I say, I don't care, it's my truck. I don't know why I love paint match things, but I love just unicolored things. And so this truck was a SEMA truck that was offered to me for sale. When the gentleman sent me a photo of it, I was like, holy guacamole. It's kind of like the build that I did, except for someone had like a limitless wallet when they built this truck. And so it has the train horns, it has the amp research step downs with the lights integrated into the steps. It had the stunning Boston white wheels. Again, they have the Stealth Fighter front and rear bumpers that I loved. So overall, they just absolutely killed it when they were building this truck. I believe it has a Corsa mid-pipe, and then it's running R ends that removes all the bafflers, and then you can see, or baffles. And then you can see it also has our carbon fiber tips there. Added a Starlink Mini to it with a really cool mount that I found online. So that I can have internet everywhere I go. I had a hard time when I would go out in the mountains, I wouldn't have service. And people are like, oh, well, I put it on my trailer. It's like, well, I'm not usually just at my trailer the whole time. I need it everywhere I go, and my truck is almost always with me. Right on the back, there's 3 12-inch subs in a custom box under the seat. And then all the speakers throughout the truck have been replaced, and grateful to be driving this vehicle because it makes me so happy. Inside, we also are running the Carson racing steering wheel again. You can see this one has our Alcantara leather airbag cover, or sorry, Alcantara airbag cover with the carbon fiber Ford logo. Same paddle shifters, same carbon fiber steering wheel, and then the center paint match is the same. Some gloss, some satin. The American flag's painted white instead of the original orange that the Ford Raptors come in. Okay, as we move to the front, another awesome thing that came with this truck when we purchased it is it came with the Whipple upgrade. And so instead of this truck making like a little over 700 horsepower, now crank it makes about 1,000 horsepower, and it drives stock. So yeah, this is my new Raptor build, and I freaking love it.
Dude, this might be your loudest car. I think this is the loudest. Holy crap!
There's just something about the whine of a supercharger that you can't really beat. Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it, brother. Thanks. Oh, that's our current garage tour as of today. It will be different next week. All right, we appreciate you guys watching our channel. Thank you so much for the support as we get this started. If you've made it to this point in the video, if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, it would mean the world.